And you went to England then?
I went to England then. Went over to Peter O'Toole. I was going out with Peter's sister at the time. So I went over and stayed with him, and I got married the year after.
And how long did you stay there for?
Stayed for 6.5 years.
And what did you think? Had you been out of Westport much before that?
Never.
And where did you go to?
Well, I used to be in the cycling club in Westport. I'd done a lot of cycling when I was young.
Yeah. But where did you go to in England?
London.
And what did you think of when you went from Westport to London and you looked around and
You
saw?
didn't have time to think. All it was work, work.
Were you excited or were you frightened? Or were you,
No, I wasn't frightened. But
did you like it?
No, well, I didn't. When I started having a family, then I didn't know my own family.
No, apart from that, but when you went over there for the first year or two...
It was great work, and the money was double of what you were getting in Ireland. You could say almost double. When I left Coffees, I was getting £9.50 a week, and my father worked in that mill down there, and he was getting £8.9.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I was getting £9 when he was getting £8.1, and he had 8 in family. I'm one of them. Yeah.
So you got really good money. It was good money, yeah?
That was good money.
And how did you socialise over there? Did you go to the pubs with the boys over there when they were going?
I'd go all right, but I only ever took a minute.
Yeah.
But I had driven a bit before and had an Irish licence. But when I bought a car then, I spent half my time bringing them home from the pub from weddings.
So you're a popular man.
Don't know, they're bigger. I had a Morris Minor, and the rest of them had Cortinas in them days. And I'd usually have to leave my car because there was a crowd of them, and have to go out on a bus to Volunteer to bring home my own car. Happened very often.
So you had a really good time in England, then, did you? Did you do anything socially? Did you do anything besides going to the pub? Did you?
On the dance hall, the Galtimore.
Yeah. What was that like?
Galtimore every Saturday night, maybe Sunday night. Great place. So you pay going into it, to the hall, and there was two sides. There was Cayley on one side and Martin on the other. And there was always good bands in it. Big crowds, which many a fight broke out in it.
That's what I'm saying. It had an awful reputation, hadn't it? Yeah.
I'd be running yet. I never got involved in anything like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not one for that kind of stuff.
And you saw fights there, you did, yeah?
Oh, I did. Seen several of them. I seen a fella get his knicks broken when he was thrown down the stairs by the bouncers.
And you see him, you did, yeah?
Right.
And did he survive it, or is he?
No,
died?
He broke his neck and he died. Yeah, closed the door, sling him out. He was, you see, it's upstairs. You go upstairs into it, there's a basement under the bottom, whatever there was stored there, I don't know, it was probably stores. They had a pub and all it. Yeah. Well, they were great bands.
Was it really all Irish, was it?
The bands?
No, the customers.
Oh, yeah. You get the odd English man, maybe, or woman that would be going out with Irish people. But there was another one, there was a small pub, a smaller dance hall in Kilburton then, called the Bamba. And there was another one, so there was in Harlow.
Now, what band used to go over there that time then?
Pat Friel, I often went to him. Pat Friel was in it several times.
Oh, there, yeah?
Yeah. I followed Pat around a few times when he was over there. I met Nicky Palmer over there a couple of times. He'd go to, well, he was in a different place now. Although he was in London, he worked for Jupils. That's Mickey now, there's the cyclist. And he worked for Jupils, building coaches. And he worked for some fridge company too. And I often met him over there.
And what other bands, Irish bands are over there? Were there show bands over there that time?
They were all the big ones. You know, the Clipper Garrett and the Royal Show Band, all of those. Larry Cunningham and them. A lot of them gone now.
Were Malloy's over there at that time?
They were. I was at Malloy's too. They were in Kilburn.
The Malloy's from Mulrenny?
From Mulrenny, yeah.
Okay.
Tommy and company. Yeah.
You'd have a great night with them guys, I
Oh, you would. And Pat was always a nice man and always drew a good crowd.
Pat Friel?
Yeah.
And who was in Pat's band that time, can you remember?
Oh, Liam Graylis. When Liam was with Basil Moran, I think, first. Basil Moran started a lot of them, believe it or not. And I just sang with Basil and played the what do you call it, the
keyboard?
Keyboard, that's the job. Yeah.